Malcolm-Jamal Warner, dead at the age of 54 on a drowning accident while he was vacationing with his family in Costa Rica.
It made me feel inspired and really good. And he was always real nice to me. He'd sit me down, "What's going on with you, baby boy? What? We'd talk about comedy, whatever."
Dave Chappelle has finally broken his silence, revealing shocking truths about Malcolm-Jamal Warner that Hollywood desperately wanted buried forever. What he's exposing will completely change how you view the entertainment industry and the dark forces operating behind the scenes. This isn't just another celebrity conspiracy theory. This comes from a man who lived through the same nightmare, who faced the same impossible choices, and who barely escaped with his life intact. Dave Chappelle knows exactly what happened to Malcolm because he almost became another casualty himself.
If I die tomorrow, I know I would go with a smile on my face.
I think I was very fortunate coming out the gate with Cosby, which put me in a position where, and because I've always had a good team around me, I've always been in a position where I've had the luxury of being meticulous about the kind of roles that I choose.
The official narrative about Malcolm-Jamal Warner's tragic end has never sat right with those who knew him best. According to reports, the beloved Cosby Show star drowned during what was supposed to be a relaxing vacation in Costa Rica.
There are strong rip currents that are deceiving.
Mike?
Bring them to the surface and give the emergency respirations.
Right there.
Right there.
In the water.
In the water on the surface. Onto that, my friend rapidly took him into the beach and they immediately began CPR.
But Dave Chappelle is now revealing that this story is nothing more than an elaborate cover-up designed to hide a much darker truth. Malcolm wasn't just another actor who met an unfortunate end. He was a man who made a fatal decision that sealed his fate in Hollywood's unforgiving machine. According to Dave, Malcolm received the same proposition that every successful Black entertainer eventually faces, an offer that promises unlimited wealth and fame, but demands something far more valuable in return. The entertainment industry operates on a system that most people never see. Behind the glittering awards, shows, and red carpet events lies a network of power brokers who control every aspect of what audiences consume. They decide which stories get told, which voices get heard, and which careers flourish or disappear overnight. When an artist reaches a certain level of influence, they inevitably receive what insiders call the call. It's not a formal meeting or written contract. It's a conversation that happens in private, away from cameras and recording devices. The terms are simple: accept our guidance, promote our agenda, and enjoy unlimited success. Refuse and face the consequences. Dave Chappelle received this call in 2005 when Comedy Central offered him $50 million to continue his groundbreaking show. On the surface, it seemed like the deal of a lifetime. But Dave quickly realized that the money came with strings attached that would fundamentally change who he was as an artist and a person.
Did you walk away from $50 million?
I wasn't walking away from the money.
Yeah.
I was walking away from the circumstances that were coming with the newfound plateau. I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to kill me."
Yeah.
And it always happens around the time in their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
The executives didn't just want Dave's comedy, they wanted control over his message, his perspective, and ultimately his soul. They presented contracts that would have turned him into a mouthpiece for ideas he didn't believe in. When Dave started asking questions and pushing back, the friendly negotiations turned sinister. Suddenly, Dave found himself under surveillance. His phone calls were monitored. People began following him. The same executives who had been courting him with smiles and promises now treated him like a threat that needed to be neutralized. Dave realized he wasn't just negotiating a television contract anymore. He was fighting for his freedom. The decision Dave made next saved his life, but destroyed his reputation. Without warning anyone, including his own family, he bought a plane ticket to South Africa and disappeared. The media immediately launched a character assassination campaign, painting him as mentally unstable and addicted to drugs. Every late-night comedian made jokes about crazy Dave Chappelle, who walked away from $50 million. But Dave knew the truth. He hadn't lost his mind. He had saved it. While hiding in Africa, he watched from afar as Hollywood's propaganda machine worked to discredit him and turn him into a cautionary tale for other entertainers who might consider defying the system. Malcolm-Jamal Warner faced the same choice years later, but he made a different decision. According to Dave, Malcolm believed he could navigate the system while maintaining his integrity. He thought he was strong enough to say no and walk away unscathed. That miscalculation may have cost him everything. In one of his final interviews, Malcolm spoke about the importance of staying true to his values in an industry that constantly pressures artists to compromise. He credited his mother with teaching him how to survive in entertainment without selling his soul. Those words now carry a chilling significance in light of what Dave is revealing. Malcolm had recently turned down a massive film deal worth millions of dollars because the roles came with conditions he couldn't accept. The projects would have required him to portray characters and promote messages that contradicted his personal beliefs.
What? The actor Malcolm-Jamal Warner has died. First of all, rest in peace to him. He seemed like a very stand-up guy, positive role model. But I looked into this whole thing and it gets weird. First, let's start with the age he died at, which is 54. 5 plus 4 is 9. You guys know about my 9 videos, and 9 is the number of completion. But also, the show that he was famous for, The Cosby Show, in gematria equals up to 54 as well. Then let's go to the date he actually died on, which is July 20th, which is the 201st day of the year. Yeah, can anybody tell me why The Cosby Show ran for a total of 8 seasons, equaling 201 episodes? How? In which is the same number as this event, Event 201, which was a simulation of COVID in October of 2019, right before they actually had COVID. Something tells me that we have to watch for this number in future events. Now, speaking of 9 and 201, Ozzy Osbourne has just died as well. He just performed his last concert just a couple weeks ago called Back to the Beginning, which is an odd title like they almost knew. But here's the thing. The attendance of that venue is 45,000. 4 plus 5 is 9. Now, you could call that coincidence, but here's the thing. His full name in gematria is also 201. What are the chances, right?
For Malcolm, no amount of money was worth compromising his principles. This decision marked him as a problem in the eyes of those who control Hollywood's power structure. Artists who refuse to play by their rules don't just lose opportunities, they become examples for others who might consider similar defiance. The trip to Costa Rica was supposed to be Malcolm's celebration of freedom. He believed he had successfully navigated the dangerous waters of Hollywood politics and emerged with his integrity intact. But according to Dave, Malcolm had underestimated the reach and ruthlessness of the forces he was dealing with. The official story about Malcolm's death raises more questions than it answers. Why would someone known for being cautious and methodical suddenly decide to swim in notoriously dangerous waters? Why has the identity of the man who was with him and who survived never been publicly revealed? Why did Malcolm leave his daughter on shore to take such a risky swim? Fans who have studied the available footage and reports have noticed inconsistencies that don't align with Malcolm's known behavior patterns. The TMZ video showing his arrival in Costa Rica reveals what appear to be handlers or security personnel maintaining distance while keeping him under observation. This doesn't look like a man on vacation. It looks like someone under surveillance. The timing of Malcolm's death, coming just days after his public statements about maintaining integrity in Hollywood, has led many to question whether this was truly an accident or something far more sinister. Dave Chappelle isn't the only one speaking out about these dark realities. Other entertainers have begun sharing their own experiences with the industry's hidden power structure, often at great personal risk. Chloe Bailey recently broke down during a live stream after watching a film about an artist who trades her soul for success through tears.
So it's like, in order for him to be successful, the vampires were telling him he has to sell out so that he could be, that he could live forever and his music could live forever. And it's exactly like things that I see and go through every day. And that's why I just broke down crying, because it was showing the people who decided not to go to the other side, they were in there fighting for their lives. They were in there going through it. While the ones who did give in, they were outside celebrating and having a good time and got things quicker and things like that. So the reason why Sinners resonated with me so much is because it's something that you see every day. And no matter how hard you work, no matter how good of a person that you are, no matter how talented you are, sometimes that's not enough to get you places that you need to be. And that's why Sinners, like, I was crying right after, because I feel like anyone in the industry could really resonate with it.
She told her audience that the movie reflected the reality of the entertainment industry, that talent and goodness aren't enough unless you're willing to compromise your values. Her emotional confession revealed the psychological toll that these pressures take on young artists who are still trying to navigate the system. The fear in her voice and the careful way she chose her words suggested someone who knows she's walking a dangerous line. The pattern extends beyond individual cases to encompass a broader system of control that has claimed numerous victims over the years. Mariah Carey's highly publicized breakdown came shortly after signing a $100 million contract. Martin Lawrence was found running through Los Angeles streets claiming people were trying to kill him. Cat Williams has spoken openly about being hunted and sleeping in a bulletproof vest.
Against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time.
Each of these incidents was dismissed by the media as personal problems or mental health issues. But when viewed as part of a larger pattern, they suggest a coordinated effort to silence or discredit artists who refuse to comply with industry demands. The entertainment industry's power structure operates through fear and intimidation. Artists who cooperate are rewarded with fame and fortune. Those who resist face a range of consequences designed to destroy their careers and serve as warnings to others. Malcolm-Jamal Warner represented something dangerous to this system, proof that an artist could maintain integrity while achieving success. His quiet strength and principled stance made him a role model for other entertainers who were struggling with similar choices. In his final interview, Malcolm said something that now resonates with prophetic significance. "There may be work I'm embarrassed by because I might have been whack, but never because I misrepresented my people. Never because I compromised my soul." These words have become a rallying cry for artists and fans who believe that entertainment should uplift rather than corrupt. Malcolm's legacy represents the possibility of success without compromise, even in an industry built on moral flexibility. Dave Chappelle's decision to speak out about Malcolm's fate represents a significant risk. By revealing these truths, he's potentially making himself a target once again. But Dave seems to believe that Malcolm's story needs to be told, regardless of the personal consequences. The implications of Dave's revelations extend far beyond individual tragedies to encompass fundamental questions about the nature of entertainment and its impact on society. If these allegations are true, then audiences have been unknowingly consuming content designed to manipulate their thoughts and behaviors. The entertainment industry's influence on culture and politics cannot be overstated. Movies, television shows, and music shape public opinion on everything from social issues to political candidates. If this content is being controlled by a small group of powerful individuals with their own agenda, then the implications for democracy and free thought are staggering. Malcolm-Jamal Warner's story serves as both a tragedy and a warning. His death, whether accidental or intentional, represents the ultimate price that artists may pay for refusing to compromise their values. But his life and career also demonstrate that it's possible to achieve success while maintaining integrity. The choice facing every entertainer who reaches a certain level of influence remains the same: accept the system's terms and enjoy unlimited success, or maintain your principles and face the consequences. Malcolm chose principle over profit, and according to Dave Chappelle, that choice may have cost him his life. The truth about Malcolm-Jamal Warner may never be fully revealed, but Dave Chappelle's willingness to speak out ensures that his story won't be forgotten. In an industry built on secrets and silence, sometimes the most powerful act of rebellion is simply telling the truth. As more artists find the courage to speak out about these hidden realities, the entertainment industry's carefully constructed facade may finally begin to crumble. Malcolm's legacy lives on in every artist who chooses integrity over compromise, proving that some things are more valuable than fame and fortune. The rabbit hole goes deeper than most people imagine, but thanks to voices like Dave Chappelle, the truth is finally beginning to emerge from the shadows.